you've got plenty of time if you haven't done it yet. And weather has so far cooperated. We don't want snow and we don't want gusty winds. So far it's been pretty good. Take a look at some of the dates. If you're getting out here this next weekend, again, north of I-70 typically is where you're going to see some of the peaking. And then by the end of this month into the 1st of October, it's going to be down across parts of southwestern Colorado. So again, we still have a few weeks. Unfortunately, the winds are going to start to pick up down to the southwest this afternoon. But again, we're not really seeing much in the way of changing leaves down to the southwest quite yet. 50s right now. This morning, it's going to be a cool one on the Emoji Cast. 76 by 12 and then 87 degrees by 4 o'clock. It's going to be the warmest day of the week and likely one of the last really warm days like this with those highs right around 87 to near 90. Lots of sunshine again expected across the state. We do have some patchy fog this morning down across the eastern plains. We'll talk more about that coming up, but it's going to be much cooler tomorrow when this next front rolls through. Waiting on the sunrise, which will be a pretty bright one. But when you look at our temperatures, it is going to be about 5 to 7 degrees cooler than yesterday morning. We have primarily 40s with Boulder at 47, Littleton 46, and in Parker right now walking out the door to 47. Here's a look at Futurecast. And again, you can see some of the lower lying clouds here on that. So some patchy fog expected on the eastern plains this morning. Once that clears up by mid-morning, 9, 10 o'clock, we're going to see some warmer temperatures, but it's going to take some time to warm up out east because of it. There's a look again at the winds. This is a very typical pattern ahead of a cold front to get some gustier southwest winds. It's going to push us into the 70s by 12 o'clock, and then between about 4 and 6, we're going to hit highs right around 85 to about 87. So it is really warm here along I-25. And then again, some gustier winds down near Telluride and Durango this afternoon. Overnight tonight, some calmer conditions tracking that cold front. Winds are going to shift direction. We'll start off in the 50s tomorrow morning. And I just got an email from someone wondering if homecoming is going to be messed up tomorrow afternoon at about 1 o'clock. It looks okay right now, but you are going to see some scattered showers then developing between about 3 and 5. And we'll see a chance for some rain overnight into Friday evening. And it's a lot cooler. Tomorrow afternoon, likely highs are only going to be in the low to mid 70s with that chance for some scattered showers. Saturday, it starts to clear out. There's going to be a few late day thunderstorms Saturday night. And then it looks like on Sunday, mostly sunny and near 80. We're going to break down your Broncos forecast coming up in just a few minutes. But I want to show you the middle of next week. That is really when fall is going to start to settle in. Mid to upper 60s, Jason, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wow, and those lows getting down in the 40s. Right now we have a pretty good drive. I'm not seeing any huge catastrophes, which is the way we like it. We wish it would stay like that all morning long. But of course, we know that's not the reality. Did have some closures on C-470, but as we take a look at the camera there by Yosemite, you can see traffic is flowing both from Quebec and to Quebec here to and from I-25. So traffic is now flowing once again on and off the highways. We had the restrictions here on the overnight hours. Right now, between downtown and the Denver Tech Center, 225, that's all wide open. Still seeing a little bit of a slowdown, mostly coming off at 225 to go west I-70, and then 270, and that drive up to the north side is just starting to get a little bit busy. But you see that it's only 12 minutes going up past Church Ranch, and from the camera there at Church Ranch and Highway 36, they're actually starting to pour some of the bridge or this road surface there with concrete as they're continuing to do the rebuild. It looks really nice in there. They've been doing some good work, and they should have it open here in the next couple of weeks.
This morning, there's an alert from the U.S. military warning service members about potential violence at theaters showing the new Joker movie. Kenneth Moten has details in today's GMA First Look.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
In this morning's GMA First Look, the movie won't hit theaters until next week. But Joker is already earning rave reviews. And now, a disturbing warning.
Is it just me, or is it getting crazier out there?
Army officials at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, are alerting soldiers about possible mass shootings at theaters showing the film. Though there are no specific plots, Texas law enforcement has told officials about potential threats made on social media.
Is this a joke to you?
This coming after some have criticized the film for romanticizing Gotham's clown prince of crime.
All I have are negative thoughts.
Some fearing the film may become an inspiration for real-world criminals. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how Joaquin Phoenix is reacting to the criticism. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
We all know just how good water is for you, but researchers found a drink that says keeps you hydrated longer.
Plus, calling all beer lovers, Denver's Beer Week kicks off tomorrow, but today there's an easy way you can start plotting which breweries you want to visit.
Also, remember, you can watch Denver 7 News anytime you want. We're always on our Denver 7 streaming apps for Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And join us for an extended version of Denver 7 Morning News with live local news, weather, and traffic from 7 to 9 a.m. Just search Denver 7 on your favorite streaming device to download the Denver 7 app and start watching for free.
In 3, 2, 1. It is going to be a pretty fall weekend, and so far, so good. Colors have been great in the mountains. It took a little longer to start to see that shift, but we are looking at some pretty good weather this weekend and a great viewing season, depending on some of the windy storms that we could get here in the next few weeks. But this weekend, likely right at and north of I-70 is we're going to see some really pretty colors, and then south of it, you have until really the 1st of October, where we'll see more colors down near Telluride and Durango by that 1st and 2nd week of October. Today in town, it's going to be the warmest day of the week. We've got a lot of sunshine expected across the state today. It gets a lot cooler tomorrow. We're tracking a cold front that on Friday is going to usher in some much cooler air. Today, though, starting off in the 40s, we'll get into the mid-50s by about 8 o'clock and then 75 by noon. So mid-70s right around lunch. It's beautiful through midday, but pretty toasty this afternoon. Record high 90. We're going to be at about 87 to near 90 degrees this afternoon between 4 and 6 o'clock under that mostly sunny sky. There is a little patchy fog out across the eastern plains this morning. That'll clear up, though, and it's going to push us again into the 70s by about 12 o'clock. It'll be a little cooler to warm up in those spots where we do have some low-lying cloud cover this morning, but here in town, we're going to see some mid to upper 80s between, again, about 4 and 5 o'clock. Just a few increasing clouds out west this morning, and then here in town overnight, we'll start to see a bit more cloud cover. So early Friday, it's still dry. We're going to see 50s, but with those winds shifting direction and cooler air settling into the state, highs are likely only going to be in the low to mid 70s tomorrow afternoon, even a touch cooler up near Fort Collins and Greeley with upper 60s to low 70s. Thunderstorms and a few scattered showers developing through the afternoon. We're going to see some wet weather through the evening, and then by Saturday, skies will start to clear out. Here's a look at your Super 7 day from 87 today to 73 on Friday, and then upper 70s on Saturday. So we do have some pretty weather for the weekend. If you are heading up into the mountains, we're expecting 60s through the weekend for highs. Saturday, there will be a few late day storms, but on Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny and pretty warm. Sunday, we're looking at highs here in town close to 80 degrees, so it's going to be nice for the Broncos game. Great weather for tailgating that morning and through early afternoon. Next week, look at that system. Tuesday, Wednesday, it gets a lot cooler. Temperatures are going to drop into the 60s by midweek.